Go.
All right.
Alexa, make some more train sounds.
No. Oh, good. She doesn't know that. All right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Johnny Juicebox.
I'm Mike Shake.
And welcome to B-Views.
Yes.
Finally, we are finishing this trilogy.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been forever.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
I think it has.
Yeah. Finish up Fear Street.
Ugh.
1666.
I never realized how difficult this series would be to do.
It's long.
Just because it's not actually long. It's just you can't talk a lot about anything.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you just go plot by plot, which we decided we're not doing anymore.
No.
We have a new format we're going to try,
Yep.
which is this one. We're going to do a short plot summary, then we're going to talk about good things, we're going to talk about bad things, we're going to talk about just what we're calling the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly is just going to be the worst of the worst of the worst shit.
Sure.
Which I don't really...
No, there really isn't that much in this.
No.
I don't even know if there's really any in this.
Then we'll talk about themes, symbols, meanings, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then we can do whatever we want at the end.
Yeah. Final thoughts of the series.
Final thoughts.
Of the trilogy.
Yeah. And how things tie together a little bit.
Yep.
All right, Mike. Tell us our short plot summary.
Oh, okay. I knew you were going to do that.
I spoke so much in the last video.
Oh, you didn't do that. You weren't speaking that much. Anyways, it's concluding of the trilogy. So we ended at the last one, the part 2, 1970. What was it? 6? Yeah, 76. And
74, maybe? No, it's 1994.
so it would be
1978?
would it be 78?
I don't remember.
I think it's somewhere in the 70s. And we ended up basically at the end of that, we were transported back in time to 1666.
Yep.
And so we're back with actual Sarah Fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And so
Look at
we...
this. It's not doing that thing, and I think that's what that meant.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyways. So, plot summary, basically, we follow Sarah Fear basically back in time, and then we find out that the goods are part of the... spoiler, obviously.
Yeah, we only do spoilers.
We have to say it, just in case...
When I tell you we're talking about the plot summary, you should know.
I mean,
we're fucking adults
you
for
never
the
know.
most part.
You never know. So anyways, basically with this...
Is that Alexa?
No, I think that's my fridge. Everything that makes noise in this apartment. Anyway.
Alexa, make screaming noises.
No. Anyways, back to my thought here. So we just kind of get the plot, the plot of Sarah Fear and her lover. I can't remember her name.
Hannah. Oh shit! Who's the reverend that they talk about in the pastor from? They talk about him in the first movie.
Yeah.
Where he's. I shouldn't be tapping on the table because it picks that up. But yeah. See.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
So you were talking about the pastor.
Yeah, they talk about the past because they show that really creepy drawing of him.
Yep. And he did kill the kids.
He killed 12 kids.
He killed a lot of kids.
A lot of kids.
Took out their eyes.
He might have the highest body count of any of the killers.
I think he probably does. That we see anyways. I don't know.
I'm not sure how many.
Baghead Jason may.
I'm not sure how many Tommy Slater had.
I don't know. But yeah, we just go back in time to kind of tie up the plot, and we figure out the goods are the creators of the evil.
In the words of Dina in the movie, good is evil.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, great.
Get it?
Yeah, sure.
Alexa, make scream noises.
No! No.
It's not going to pick up on the microphone, so it's just going to...
So basically, they went through the past, and then obviously Seraphir gets hung, and then we go back to the future, and then we gotta have the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second half of this movie is...
It's fun.
I just love how we get to the second half of this movie, and it just pops up, and it's like, Sphere Street, 1994, Part 2, and we're like, that's great.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit.
It is. It's fun. It's a fun movie.
My favorite character, whose name I'm forgetting now, again, was it
Martin?
Martin, yeah.
Yeah.
And they pull up in Sheriff Good's car, and the kid leans out.
Josh.
First off, it's one of the best scenes I've seen in a while, because like the cop pulls up, and the cop car pulls up, and he's just sitting on his recliner outside, and he just goes, "Oh shit, I haven't done anything," and he just immediately puts his hands behind his head.
Yeah,
like it's not
he's
even
used
like
to it. He's used
like a thing. And then that the younger brother pops in and is just like, "Hey, want to go kill the sheriff?" and he just goes, "Let me get my coat."
I liked his character. He's the good comic relief character. I liked him.
I just love how like on board he is to just straight up murder elected official.
Right.
He was just like, "Fuck yeah, let's do that."
Yeah. I imagine he probably has in the past. So
what, killed a sheriff?
No, wanting to.
Oh,
you know. So yeah, I mean that's kind of the plot summary, and then
yeah. Well, I mean, we go through the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
They lure the sheriff there, and then they kill him. Stab him right in the eye. And Shady Side is no longer cursed, and now Sunnyvale has bad things happening to it.
Yeah, some guy got T-boned.
By a garbage truck.
Yeah, by a garbage truck that just kept on going.
Yeah, it just kept going.
I liked that.
No, it was fun.
I liked it.
Yep.
I liked the movie.
It was good.
Yep. All right, well, let's talk about the good then.
Okay.
I like the kills.
It had cool kills. The best kill in the series was probably the head through the...
Yeah.
What was it? A bread slicer?
Yeah, that was the first one, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is just tying the trilogy together.
But. The best part, I thought, was when they sprayed Dina's blood all over all of the different killers, and it just turned into like a battle royale between all of the killers.
Except Ruby. I thought that would have been cool if Ruby would have been involved in that. But
but
she wasn't.
Neither was the little kid, whose name I always forget.
No, I don't know. Jim Bob.
Jimmy.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I like this one too, because it ties everything together, and I don't like loose ends. So
yeah, it really ties everything together like in a bow.
Yep.
Except the end credits.
Yeah, no, I don't. But, like I said, I don't care for it, but it opens it up to more movies, which there's probably going to be.
We'll talk more about that later, because that's probably for the bad.
Yeah.
Which I didn't care too much about it, but
sure,
sure, I didn't like it.
Right. I like the music too in the trilogy.
Music is good.
Yeah. I know you had that one gripe in Fear Street Part 1.
Was it?
Yeah. The one with the music that wasn't released yet, that was in the movie.
I don't remember which song that was, but I had a beef with the fact that they used Calibri in it, and Calibri wasn't invented until like 2000 something.
Right.
I think it was like, it might have been 2011 when Calibri was created.
Right.
Or at least released to the public.
Sure. Right.
And I thought that was funny.
Could you explain to our audience what that means?
It's a font. Anyone who has modern Microsoft Word will know that Calibri is the new auto
and
format.
I hate it.
It's so bad.
I hate it.
And
why do you change that up from Times New Roman? Why do you even bother?
I don't know.
Come on, Bill. What are you doing?
I mean, apparently molesting kids, but not kids, but people.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Whoops.
Thanks, Bill Gates.
Thanks, Bill Gates, for being a shithead.
Yeah. You did create a great, the best software program.
Yeah.
For modern public.
Besides Linus Torvald, but he's probably a shithead too.
Well,
I mean, Linux is obviously the best, but it's just because you can do anything with it.
Yes. Yeah. Anyways. I like the characters too. I like the characters. They're likable. The first set of characters in '94 that you kind of thought, oh, these guys are assholes.
Yeah.
But they did die.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sadie Sink, the Max who plays, who's Max in Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
She's very good in part 2.
In this movie too.
Yep. She isn't involved in it much though.
No, but
she gets her eyes taken out.
Yeah.
I love Joshua too. He kind of reminds me of myself.
Yeah. He gets his eyes
that little
taken out,
roly poly fat kid who loved video games.
He knows the Konami code by heart.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff.
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the Konami code?
Oh. She is going on for minutes.
Anyway,
sorry everybody. We're listening to my Alexa. John loves asking it questions now. Seriously random stuff. So
Alexa, scream!
No. So I think that's another good part of the whole series. It's just likable characters.
Yeah, it's great.
The LGBTQ, I like that as well.
That's
that
fun.
aspect. R.L. Stein's quips.
R.L. Stein, it's got like the cheesy R.L. Stein feel to it.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yep. How about you?
Oh well, I really like Martin as a character. He's fun. I really liked how they went deep into like how, because the old town was called Union.
Yeah.
And they really went into how, like, it split, because they talk about Solomon Good, who's the ancestor of the sheriff and everything, and how he was, wow. How he separated himself.
Right in the lungs.
Well, he separated himself from the town, and that area that he was in became Sunnyvale, and the town, which he cursed the town so he could have success.
Yeah.
And that's the old town became Shadyside.
Yeah.
So it's like all the old town and then the new town. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Now, why did you like that?
Oh, I just thought it was neat.
Okay.
Because they
kind of like the separation divide.
Like we found out we found out how that got started.
Right.
Because I don't know, one of the first things I was like, these towns seem so close to each other. How did they like separate? You know, or how did they grow into each other?
Sure.
And I wanted to know some stuff, especially since we already knew that 1666 was out. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like, oh, I wonder if they're going to go into the creation of the town and stuff, you know?
Yeah. And what I also liked about it, not to interrupt, but I liked it the time that we watched it. Mm-hmm. You know, we could watch all three if we wanted in a row.
Yeah, but we
didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
Like obviously everybody probably had to wait like for Stranger Things.
I mean, I think they got released a week apart.
I mean, that can still be a lot.
I guess.
I mean, especially when you want to finish up a series.
Sure.
I mean,
I mean, yeah,
they didn't fuck it up as much as GOT, but
I mean, Game of Thrones hasn't been good since like season 4.
season 7 was good.
No, it wasn't.
It was very good.
No, it wasn't.
Anyways,
everything in Game of Thrones
we will touch upon
after
that
the
soon.
books was bad.
I like the portrayal of the Night King.
It was all poorly done.
I like the Night King. And
Except the acting.
Viserion.
The acting was fine, but the writing was shit.
yeah. Anyways.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This is not a Game of Thrones show.
I mean, we will touch upon it.
Will we?
You said we were going to touch upon every part of media.
Sure.
I mean, we're going to touch upon movies, and we really haven't touched on shows in terms of like PSC. I don't even know if that's a show.
I think it's just a DVD that got sold
Well,
at
that's
a
all they
gas
ever are.
station.
That's all they ever are. They're don't watch this DVD.
I think it's just a DVD that gets sold at gas stations in Japan.
Right.
I'm not sure if it was a show.
Well, not only that, but I mean, like Raw, like we did today.
That was the same thing.
I mean, if you watch this DVD, then we're not liable
it says
for
DVD.
you. Yeah.
Like it specifically says, if you watch this, we are.
That's why I don't think it's a show.
I don't think it's a show.
No. Anyways.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a show. It has the format of a show.
It does. I
don't know either.
I don't know.
Anyway, watch the Raw 3 video, which will be out by the time this comes out.
Yes. Yes.
Also, watch Raw 1 and 2.
You should.
I
mean, that you should have already done that already. So.
Why haven't you done that yet?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Anyway, I think that's about it.
That's it throughout the whole trilogy. That's the only thing.
For the whole trilogy?
Well, we're covering that.
I don't know about the good for the whole trilogy. I mean, it had.
That's why I was talking about the music, the characters, and development, and.
Oh well, I don't really know if I can add too much to that.
Okay.
I liked how it all fit together really well.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the bad for the trilogy.
The bad?
I don't like the way the second movie was framed.
In what way?
In the sense that she was telling them a story, but for some reason at the end they're confused that Ziggy is the main character.
Sure.
Because it would be one thing if they portrayed that movie in that way and they didn't comment on it.
Yeah.
But it's another thing that they were like, wait, you were Ziggy? And I'm like, how the fuck were you telling the story? Were you just like, once upon a time, there was a girl named Ziggy and her sister. And it's just like, wait a minute, that was you?
Right.
It's like, yes, this is the story that you guys asked her what happened to her.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought that was stupid.
Okay.
Oh. I think this movie could have used some more gore and
now,
a lot
you're talking about the series, or you're talking about this?
All of it.
Okay.
Some more gore and less CGI gore.
Sure.
Don't make your gore CGI. CGI blood is incredibly noticeable and it looks bad.
Right.
Like, it never looks good, guys. And it's probably cheaper to just, like, fucking color some corn syrup and it looks better and you get more people covered in it. Or just get that fucking vampire shit. That looks fine.
Yeah.
The stuff they sell at the costume store.
Right. Sure.
Either way, my point is, CGI blood looks like shit.
Right.
And when you show someone get covered in CGI blood and then you replace it with stained clothing afterwards, it never looks right because nobody ever, like, pays attention to how the blood spatter's supposed to look.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's my rant about stupid CGI bullshit. But bad CGI is going to happen as long as they don't pay digital artists properly and as long as they aren't unionized. So I actually would say make everything in, like, digital artists, just make everything look like shit.
Right.
Until you get paid right. Like, make everything stick figures. Everything should look like cats. Until...
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
Unionize.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
That's it?
I think that's all I have for bad.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty good series overall.
Yeah, I think so.
First one's a little slow, but
Right.
it's mostly setup. So
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bad. I know it's a movie about witches, but I kind of. It's such a dark stain on our American history. I mean, it is not nearly as bad as slavery, but the Salem witch trials and that whole thing of just the witches in general.
I mean, we didn't really have that many witch hunts in real life.
I know, but it's still so bad.
We only had a few, and like what they don't talk about is that a lot of the times the Puritans would literally just be like, "If you confess, we'll let you go, and you won't have any harm come to you." And
Right.
people would just be like, "Okay, we
Right.
confess," and they're like,
Right.
"Fine, you are forgiven of your sins."
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad.
It was the British who did like, we're going to hunt and kill witches heavily.
Right.
Like, I think we had like 30.
Right.
The
But
the real stain on ours is the Great American Vampire Panic, which lasted for like 100 years, and lots of people got killed, and sometimes they dug up the corpses of dead people and burned and ate the hearts of them.
That's for when we cover vampire movies. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's kind of bad on the story,
But I don't like demonizing witches.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I mean, Wiccan is not a horrible thing.
I don't like tying witchcraft to Satan worship.
Right.
Because they're different
They're
things.
very much different.
Like,
we're not Wiccans, we're not witches, we're not Satanists.
No.
But you just do your own research.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this, do your own research. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, don't tie them together. I mean, if you actually do your research on Wiccan, it's a lot like other religions.
Yeah. It's pretty much the same.
Literally.
It all dates back to old school paganism.
Right. And I mean, that's kind of what it's like. Oh, blame the witches. And
yes, the witches.
It's just such a bad stain on our history.
To be fair, the one that whips them into a witch panic is a guy named Mad Thomas.
Right. He's a madman.
He's a maniac that it seems like nobody likes until they go crazy.
Right.
And to be fair, I can totally understand why the whole town would literally just be lashing out at people.
Oh, yeah,
because all of the children in the town were murdered by somebody.
Right. And the town is dying. I mean, everything around them.
At that point, it definitely is.
Yeah.
And they already talk about how the town's been having trouble. All the food is like rotting and stuff. The pigs are eating its babies.
Right.
I mean, it's just I can easily see why people would lash out, because it's very much kind of like nowadays where things get bad and people are lashing out.
Yes.
It's like my pay is, or inflation exists. Let's blame the gays or whatever. Like that's very much what it is, though.
I know. Yeah. Or you got the orange-headed fuck and riling up his troops for voter fraud, but
yeah. We lost, so obviously it's a rigged election.
Yeah. So.
Even though the Republicans haven't actually won a fucking presidential election properly in over a decade?
Oh yeah.
Easily over a decade.
Oh, it's got to be more than that.
I mean, it was since...
Bush didn't win.
Yeah, Bush didn't properly win.
No.
Either time.
No.
So,
no.
I would say the last one would
Bush?
probably be HW.
Was it HW?
It must have been.
Who did he even run against?
HW?
Yeah.
Clinton. And before that...
well, I know he lost to Bill.
Yeah, he lost to Bill, and then he ran against...
It wasn't Walter Mondale again, was it? Mondale was. I know he was 84.
I thought Mondale was against Reagan.
He was.
Yeah.
That's why I said again.
No, but it was someone about as useless.
Anyways,
this is that show.
Anyways, I mean, it kind of portrays that ugly light.
Yeah, it's,
that ugly, ugly light.
I mean, it always kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
It does.
Yeah.
Now the ugly, I don't know if I have anything.
No.
Because it really doesn't dive deep into anything that's hideous.
It doesn't really dive deep into anything.
No, and
properly.
that's why it's R.L. Stine. That's why it's kind of coasting.
Like, it has themes and things it's trying to say. And that's why
we can probably go into that next thing too.
Yeah, so let's just skip the ugly. I can't.
I don't think it exists.
You know what? The ugly is the CGI blood. It looks like shit, so it's ugly.
We're going back into that.
Fuck CGI blood.
Easy.
No. This is not the easy show. I believe we were described as punk rock by Sino.
Oh, all right. I never heard that one before. Okay.
We are the punk rock of movie reviews.
Okay, all right. Well, go ahead on your CGI blood rant.
Yeah,
then.
Fuck CGI blood. We're going to rant a second time about it.
All right. It does look very bad.
The blood looks bad in these movies.
Bad. And that's why it's like that R.L. Stine like cheapness.
I guess.
That
but like,
generic.
I would rather if it was like that really cheap like Jalo blood or whatever.
Right.
Oh man, that like weird bright orange blood like in
the Beyond?
In the Beyond and stuff. That would look so good in that final scene with all the neon everywhere.
Very cool.
That would have been really cool looking.
Yeah, but they've probably never seen that, John. They've never seen the Beyond.
They've never seen a horror
movie.
They've
never seen A House by the Cemetery.
They've never seen Deep Red. they've never seen an Italian film in general.
Anyways, let's go on to the themes and symbolisms.
Yeah, well, I think one of the main themes is definitely classism and racism.
Yeah.
As really just a combined thing. Where they're like, it's very much like Shady Side is cursed, and it seems like all of the people who live in Shadyside are poor white people and people of color. Yeah. And everyone who lives in Sunnyvale are just rich white people. Because I don't think we see any people of color from Sunnyvale.
None. And they obviously did that for purpose.
There's an entire part in the second movie that's called The Color War, and it's between Shadyside and Sunnyvale.
Right.
It's not like...
They don't hide it.
It's very obvious what
they
they're
don't
doing.
hide it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think we can also throw that kind of into, like, the LGBTQ community, because...
Very much so.
We see a lot of them in... the shady side, but we never see anyone in the community in Sunnyvale.
Right. And that's why one of the what's her name?
Sarah Fear?
No, not Sarah Fear, but Dina, her girlfriend.
Yeah.
She had to hide that, obviously she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Or bisexual or LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure.
why she has to hide that.
She must be bisexual because she was with that that guy
or
at
that
the
she's
beginning. Or she's just faking it. Yeah,
right.
But originally they said she was from Shadyside, and then she goes to Sunnyvale. She's lives in Shadyside, and she's in a lesbian relationship, and then she moves to Sunnyvale, and she has a straight relationship.
Yes.
So maybe they're trying to say something about that. I don't know.
Right.
I'm probably
not
the person qualified to make this this connection, but it's a thing that I noticed, and I mean they might have been trying to say something about it. Either that, or they were just like, let's just throw some LGBTQIA people into there, and then we can just pander to a group, kind of like they them.
Yeah.
We'll cover
in time. In time, like cheap rent.
Actually, I think it's called they/them.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have to do cheap rent next week.
Yes.
So.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's I'm gonna piggyback you.
Yeah.
It's classism, racism, theme. Possible sexism a little bit too. So.
Oh, there was a fun thing though that I noticed, and like as far as symbols go, so like there's a really old school Christian idea, like medieval Christian, and it kind of moved into some of the Catholicism in modern day, where you have to write with your right hand because the left hand is something about the devil or evil or something. Yeah. And I noticed when Sarah Fear gets her hand cut off, it's the right hand that gets cut off.
Yeah.
So
I never thought of that. Yeah.
I don't know if that was on purpose.
I would imagine.
Or if they were just like, she must be right-handed. Oh no, she lost her big hand.
Right.
But I was very much like,
you're right. Yeah. Yeah. She didn't get to write with that left hand though, because she died like immediately after.
She doesn't get to live very long afterwards.
No. No.
Also, they kill the witch lady in this one.
They did.
Solomon Good kills her.
Yeah. To create the pact.
Oh, was that why he did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Because she originally had that book.
Yeah. Yep. He wanted the power.
Yep.
For generations.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers lookalike.
He is played by Aaron Rodgers. You can't convince me otherwise.
I mean, he may be. And
for those of you who don't know who Aaron Rodgers is, he is the 80-year-old quarterback for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is a douche?
Alexa, how old is Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, he's 38 years old.
38.
Okay,
He'll be 39.
38.
He'll be 39 this
All right.
December.
So he's not that old, but like...
He's pretty old.
I mean, for a football player, that's
he's very old.
I think Drew Brees was, like 45 when he retired?
43. Like 43. Brady's 45 right now.
He's probably got a few years on him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he's not as good as he once was.
Who, Rodgers?
Yeah.
No. I mean, he did back-to-back MVPs, but...
I mean, I didn't say he's bad. I just say he's not as good as he used to be.
Right.
Which makes sense. He's slowing down.
Yeah.
He's getting old.
Yep. Anyways, I think that covers the themes and symbolism.
Yeah, I can't really think too much about other ones. Maybe you could say the mall is a symbol.
Of malls dying?
I guess. I would say we probably have this goes along with every other theme we talked about, but I think one of the main themes also has to do with police sucking.
Yeah, that too.
Sheriff Good outright tells a black man that he planted a spray paint can on him so he could arrest him, which is
shitty,
fucking crazy.
Shitty.
Right. And then they're going through his bag where it's like his what does he say it is? It's his emergency bag or whatever, and he's got like cans of spray paint in his emergency bag to fucking plant on people for graffiti shit.
Right. Shitty.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
A-cab.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any final thoughts on this one?
Give it a watch.
Yeah. I'd say watch.
Absolutely.
Watch this trilogy. It's
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's dumb.
Yep.
It's silly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very scary.
No.
But
and they're actually good movies.
Yeah, they're pretty decent movies.
Yeah.
And even though they were made as like separate movies, they all have their own contained story.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked them.
Yeah.
I like also too, going back to the themes and symbols, I think they focus on a lot like Stranger Things in terms of the nostalgia. You know.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean
I guess so.
You know, the theme mall
and they must.
You know.
But like it's a mall in 1994.
I know.
So
I mean,
don't they spray paint like dickwad and shit all over the walls of the mall?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I love how it's like a East LA mall.
I like how they built that mall around the hanging tree.
Right.
And they kept the tree and the original soil just like in the middle of the fucking mall. Uh-huh. That's crazy.
Right. Like I thought that was kind of cool.
It's cool, but like who the fuck does that?
Nobody does that. No, that would have been torn down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd have been like, nah, pave over that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck nature.
Yeah. That would not
Reagan.
exist. That would not exist.
Alexa, scream Reagan.
No. Anyways, yeah, I would give it a watch. Alexa, no. Holy shit. The cast is fun. Final thoughts. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Yep.
Give it a watch. It's worth it.
Yep. Music is fun.
Yes.
I love the kid. He's a nerd.
Yeah, Josh is fun.
Josh is a nerd.
Dina and Sarah are cool.
Yep, they're fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
They're all fun.
go check it out.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. You can go watch it on Netflix.
Yep.
If you have Netflix.
Yep. If not, then bum it off from somebody you know.
Yeah, as is the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the Netflix guy doesn't like that anymore, but
I don't
that's
give
too
a fuck
bad.
what he likes.
It's too late now. Too late now, dude.
I don't like that. Okay.
Well, that's not what you said during quarantine, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And you made buku bucks.
Yeah.
Because nobody could leave. I don't want to hear your crying.
I don't want to hear your shit.
I don't want to hear your just sadness of this. Give me a
Also,
break.
release BoJack Horseman on Blu-ray. Fuck you.
Yeah. How about that, eh?
Yeah.
Or even Stranger Things. You know, I would love to see season 4 on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to get that lossless sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Stranger Things did get released on Blu-ray.
Season 4?
Oh, I don't know about season 4.
oh.
The first 2 did.
Did they?
Yeah, I
I
remember
would like season
because
3 too, but
the first 2 seasons got released in cases.
Oh.
The Blu-ray cases were actually shaped to look like VHS cases.
oh, fantastic!
Yeah, it was awesome.
Or how about Dark too? How about release that on Blu-ray?
Isn't that? Oh, you're talking about Dark.
Yeah.
That's not. Dark might be on Blu-ray.
I hope.
I know
it
they
is.
released Haunting of Hill House on Blu-ray,
Oh, nice.
and it's an extended cut.
Oh, we'll have to get that. Do you
I
have
know.
that?
I haven't gotten it yet.
We'll have to get that.
I keep meaning to.
That's a good one.
But I was sad because the Bly Manor one doesn't seem to be an uncut version.
Oh, okay.
And I really liked Bly Manor.
It was very good.
Yeah.
It was sad, but it was good.
I mean,
We'll cover that.
it's Mike Flanagan.
We'll cover that.
It's sad.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cover that.
He just does sad movies.
Yep. But anyways, give this a watch.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch.
Yep. But stick around next week for cheap rent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
J Edge, $3.99.
Yeah.
Yep.
$3.99 a month.
Yep. 7-day free trial.
Cheap rent next week.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll be doing some Twitch streams.
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah. Keep an
And
eye out.
Just remember, like, you can go to any of these things. There's probably B-Views playlists there.
Yeah. How about you
And
like, subscribe, and comment? How
Some
about
things
that?
recommended over here based on what you watch.
Yeah.
Or you can subscribe right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Yep. Get vaccinated.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
let's
I'm
go.
Mike.
I'm Johnny Juicebox.
Have a good night.
All right. 3, 2, 1.